Hello everybody and welcome back. So I'm back from my vacation, which means I have a couple things that are some backlogged. We were gone for 3 weeks and we just came home a couple days ago, and my mail was like trapped at the post office because it was a holiday weekend and I had no way of getting to it. So today, I know it's very late, but today we're going to be unboxing the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. My Ipsy Glam Bag from August is lost, I think. I think someone stole it, which is unfortunate, but I digress. We're just going to do the Glam Bag Plus for the month of August, and I know it's late, and I apologize, but I was on a really nice vacation, so I'm not that sorry. Okay, so let's just open this up, and the first thing, of course, that's going to be on top is the little pamphlet. It seems like they diverged from the old booklet that they have been using into something that's just a little smaller, which I like. It probably costs them less to do this, and I mean, it's usually something people just kind of throw out anyway, so it doesn't need to be a giant book, but we're going to set this to the side. So if you're new to my channel, we do unboxings, and then I put every single item I can on my face. So that is why I'm barefaced today. So the first thing I'm going to pull out of here is the Murad Hydration AHA and BHA Exfoliating Cleanser. Exfoliates to reveal smoother, younger looking skin. This is big, actually. Like, I know that these are full-size items, but this is big even for full size, yeah? It does say not to use too often, use 2 to 3 times weekly. That's pretty standard for exfoliators. Dang, this is a big bottle. I don't know why I wasn't expecting something just this giant, jeez. Okay, so just like wiping it on the back of my hand, this definitely feels like it's going to be kind of a more mild exfoliator. Like, it's not going to be anything too rough. I feel like it's going to be just enough to like get all the dead skin off your face, so that's good. Okay, so that's item number 1. We're just going to set this aside. Obviously, I'm not going to be trying that out for y'all today, but I will keep you updated when I do. Okay, so the next thing I'm seeing in here is the It Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer. Has SPF 50. Does anyone else think it's a little bold for Ipsy to add a foundation in here? Like, foundation is a very, very personal thing, and with all the undertones and things like that, I feel like they had to have a lot of like really mad people, right, that didn't get their shade. This is, I think, yeah, okay, so this is in the shade Fair. And let's see if this is gonna match me. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a pretty decent match. I'm a little on the light side, but I also am like kind of tan right now, and I know it doesn't look like it. I get that, but I really am very tan. So, you know, when my tan eventually fades tomorrow, this is actually probably going to be a pretty decent match for me. The next thing I'm going to pull out here is a lipstick. This is Finding Ferdinand in the shade Au Naturel. That's the swatch right there on the back of my hand. It's not typically the color I would use. These types of shades end up looking like really pink on my skin, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. So the next thing I am seeing in here is the Be Beautiful Be You Farrah brushes. If you've seen any of my past videos, I get brushes almost every single month, and I'm not even a little bit mad about it. I love getting brushes because I hate buying them myself. So these are all the brushes that we have. pretty standard brushes that come in like brush packs. Every time I buy like a pack of brushes, I always get like some variation of this. I really love the handles though, like they're so pretty. It reminds me of like Frozen. I love them. Last thing I have in here I'm pretty excited about. It is the Balm palette, which is kind of funny because if you watch my Ipsy unbagging from July, I like specifically asked, like, does anybody even own a palette from the Balm, or do they just have like single eyeshadows and things that they got from like subscription boxes? So it's kind of funny that I was given a In the Balm of Your Hand Greatest Hits Volume 2. Oh, this is so pretty. Ugh. I don't want to break this, but okay. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. You have 4 eyeshadows. It looks like you have 1 satin, probably. It looks like you have 1 shimmer, 2 mattes, and like a satiny one. And then it looks like you have the highlighter, a bronzer, and then 3 blushes. I am really excited to try this all out. That was everything in the box, and now it's time to try everything on my face. And we have damn near a full face of makeup, so I'm really excited. So let's just jump into the try-on portion, guys. My camera didn't film me trying out the moisturizer, so I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a rundown on how that went. So it blended out very nicely. The coverage isn't 100%, of course, like it's just a tinted moisturizer. It's left like this really beautiful dewy like natural shine to your skin. So I do have like a little bit of footage of me like trying to put it on, but my camera just like stopped working, so I just wanted to let you all know that. Okay, so I just threw on some concealer and just like a tiny little touch of powder just to take away some of the dewiness. I hate when I have like dewiness like right here because I feel like it just looks greasy and not dewy on myself personally. So the next thing we're gonna get into is the bronzer. So we're gonna go into Bahama Mama, and I'm gonna be taking my big fluffy brush. So I do wish that the pan sizes were just like a little bit bigger. Oh wow. Oh boy. Okay, that's a little dark. Okay, so this is the bronzer on my face and all blended out. It was like it's very easy to get too much on your brush. So far, so good. So with that in mind, that the pigmentation is definitely there, now we go into blush. What color do I want to use? I'm going to go into Frat Boy, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to take into consideration, the balm is a pretty pigmented. Alright, so that is the blush on. It's just a very nice like wash of color if you just like blend it out. Again, these are so pigmented, so you tap off your brush and just go so light-handed. And if you do go in too much, just like take some setting powder on a clean brush and just buff it out. Alright, so I think before I get into highlighter, I think I'm gonna do the eyes next. So first I'm going to go in with this like little kind of like concealer brush, and I'm just going to use that to prime my eyelids. I used a pressed pigment yesterday, and I still have just a little bit of staining. So instead of my regular primer, I'm using concealer today. Okay, so while I was waiting for the concealer to dry down on my eyes, I just went ahead and did my eyebrows, but now it is time for the eyeshadow. Okay, so you should be close enough to see every single one of my imperfections. So first we're going to be going into the transition-y shade. It's called Meet Matte Adar. I'm going to take this on this fluffy brush, tap it off, and then I'm just going to go into the crease with that. And then you just blend it out. Okay, so that is the transition shade laid down, and now I'm actually going to take the same fluffy brush, and I'm actually going to go into Bahama Mama, the bronzer, and just kind of like deepen that up ever so slightly into the crease. So that is what that looks like with Bahama Mama, just a little bit in the crease, because the next matte shade was just a little too dark to just kind of like go in with. I wanted to give it just a little more blowout, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go into the Meet Matrimony, which is this beautiful, like, super dark. And I'm going to take it on this little pencil brush, and then I'm going to put it on the outer V of my lids. Okay, so that is the outer corner and everything all laid down and blown out, and I think it looks really nice and like kind of natural. You could definitely just leave that there, but I mean, am I going to? No, probably not. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now I'm going to take the mini shading brush, and I'm going to just lay that down all over my lid. Alright, and then the last thing we're going to do, we're going to go right into Alice Cooper here, which is this more deep, kind of like satiny shade, and then we're just going to press this on the outside of the eye with our finger. So now we're going to take this little, like, what's this? This little angled brow brush, and we're actually going to dip into the Mary Luminizer, and we're just going to, like, hit the very top of our eyebrow with it. So now we're actually going to use the highlighter. I'm just going to take it on a little brush. Oh dang, look how much that picks up. Always tap your brush. Jeez. Okay, and then I'm just going to hit the high points of my face. Alright, so that's what the highlighter looks like. It's really nice. You can't really tell from the skin, but it's like this like really beautiful like champagne color. So I guess the last thing to try on my face is this lipstick. So let's see. Waxy still, but it does warm up a little on the skin. It's not my favorite color. I told you guys, like, those colors, they swatch so nicely on my hand, and then like they just look so pink on me. And just, let's try something actually. Let's try this again. I threw down some lip liner in like a more brown shade, and then let's throw this on top of that. That is a lot better. So this is the Finding Ferdinand lipstick over top of a lip liner. Okay, so this is the final look, and I really like it. It's really soft, it's really subtle. So let's get into the value of the box. Alright, so the Finding Ferdinand lipstick is $30. I gotta say, I would not pay $30 for any lipstick, much less that. The Balm Cosmetics In the Balm of Your Hand eyeshadow palette is $32. Dang, really? That's really reasonable. Good for you, The Balm. Alright, the Farrah brushes are $50. That seems a little pricey to me. You know, it's $10 for one of those brushes. I probably wouldn't pay it. It's something I'm happy to have, but I definitely wouldn't go out and spend $50 on 5 of those. So the foundation is $39.50. That seems a little high as well, but you know, if that's what you like. I'm not sure I would pay $40 for this foundation, but I might actually pick this up in the Ulta sale because I think it's like 50% off in Ulta in a couple of days. $20, yes, I will pay $20 for this, but I'm not about to pay $50, or I'm not about to pay $40 for it. And then the last thing in my box is the cleanser, which is $39. I can't really comment on it. I haven't used it just yet, but again, I don't think I would spend $40 on a cleanser. So that brings the grand total in my box to $190.50. I would not pay all that much for this stuff. That's a great value though, like, and I'm very, very happy with everything I got. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite boxes. I'm excited to try out this tinted moisturizer just a little bit more. I'm definitely excited to try this cleansing exfoliator because I feel like this is gonna last forever. This puddle is just freaking ginormous. It's unbelievable. The brushes, I always use brushes. They are one of my favorite things to get in a subscription box. The lipstick, not really my favorite, and it's mostly because of the color. Like I said, these colors, like, they look, I've been tricked by this before, and this is how I knew this. So, you know, it looks really beautiful on my hand, and then when it goes on my lips, it just like translates really pink. But it does look good over the liner I have on right now. So, you know, like, it's nice. It's not my favorite. I wouldn't have bought this. Maybe I would try something from this brand in a different shade, but I'm not gonna pay $30 for this lipstick, so I will probably never I'll never know. And then last, of course, certainly not least, the In the Palm of Your Hand palette. This is so nice. I'm really excited. So that is everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much if you took the time to watch, because I know it's late and like the August Glam Bag Plus box is kind of like yesterday's news. And if I ever get my regular glam bag, I will still be uploading that. But I'm not too sure what's going on with that. But anyway, so thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!